The answer to your question is you can never get your Bitcoin spendable if you do not have control of the wallet without its private keys. Blockchain protocol demands all coins that have not yet been spent or sent out of your wallets are linked directly to a specific public key, and this public key is in turn linked to the private key of the address. The private key can be compared to a password that provides ownership for Bitcoin addresses. Without this private key, it is not possible to get your unspendable Bitcoin spendable, since you are unable to prove your ownership of the Bitcoin for the non-spendable address. The best thing you can do is to try recovery. Find the right way to load your backup. That should be the most way. Non-spendable key recovery and importing software uses an advanced feature, so it is highly recommendable you have an understanding of address private keys generation before importing from another platform. More questions, refer to my page. To inquire information, to search for on how you can get more help for immediate recovery. If you have non-spendable BTC, you need to get re-wallets, paper wallets, hardware wallets, or independent Bitcoin address generation software. This is why your blockchain wallet will have no way of knowing or finding the private key of a non-spendable address. Since your wallet does not know the address private key and considers the funds to be unusable, any balance present on a non-spendable imported address will not be included in the total wallet balance. This Bitcoin will be able to spend once you can decode a JavaScript like me. You will only be able to spend the funds on an imported address if you imported the address with its private key, or you imported a non-spendable public address but you have its private key stored elsewhere. The way Bitcoin works is that coins which have not yet been spent, unspent transaction outputs or UTXOs, are linked to a specific public key. This public key is in turn linked to the private key of the address. The private key can be compared to a password and proves ownership of certain addresses. Without this private key, it is not possible to send any coins from the address, since you are unable to prove your ownership of the address. As Bitcoin expert said, if you don't own your private key, you don't own your Bitcoins. In this case, it is not possible to convert your non-spendable BTC to spendable BTC without the private key. I would therefore recommend that you search for a backup of the private key. If it's unspendable, then it's not your coin. Someone probably gave you a watch wallet address, which is not going to work if you don't have the private key. The private key can be compared to passwords and prove ownership of certain addresses. Without this key, it's not possible to send out coins from just this watch wallet address, which is unspendable. However, to be able to get your cons in spendable or transfer, you have to get the private key, and if you can decode a JavaScript like me.bio, then you will see to get a private key is an easy thing. You just need to decode it and let me help you. You can use your Bitcoin wallet, but sometimes you can face the situation where your wallet will show blockchain wallet Bitcoin non-spendable, means you cannot spend your Bitcoin or use for making any kind of transaction. This might be due to technical error or your wallet has been compromised. Since your wallet does not know the address private key and considers the funds to be unusable, any balance present on a non-spendable imported address will not be included in the total wallet balance. Kindly click my profile for more.